Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Beautiful day. I hope your day's going good. But can you remember who you were in a past life? Do you sometimes get flashbacks and think, gosh, was I really that person? 10 signs of your past life. Let's just... Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That's the question that came in. Someone asked, Ralph, how can I recognize who I was in a past life? Deep divers, if you've got a question, add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. I'll answer as many as I can. Now, I know who I was in my past life. So does the cat down the road. You still don't know? We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Now, to really understand, understand, and overstand about past lives, you have to really realize what we are. We are multi-dimensional beings having a human experience. Slow motion this side. We are the primordial life force energy that can never be destroyed, only transferred. In the words of the great philosopher Marcus Aurelius, whatever we do now echoes on into eternity. We've been here forever, and we are going to be here forever. There is no beginning and there is no end. There is only the now. What? Slow motion this side. In ancient Egypt, they knew about past lives. The Kaaba, our spirit body. This is just a vehicle, this physical body. Inside of us lies the primordial life force energy. In the Indus Valley, all over Africa, okay? Even in ancient Europe, they knew that we are constantly reincarnating, coming back. Now, many of us can actually remember, I've been here before. This place looks awfully familiar, okay? So let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. The first sign of your past life is unusual abilities. I'm left-handed, I'm a Pisces, but my unusual ability is that I love skating. I've been skating since I was 13. And I remember skating one time in Hyde Park in London, many years ago. And someone saying to me, Ralph, like, you probably were in a circus or something because you love to do weird things with your body, like skating and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, exactly, right? I've always been good with physical exercise, skating, surfing, going for walks with a cat down the road and stuff. So I know that I've always been into the arts, okay? Maybe in the circus, who knows? But I'm not a clown. I hope not. Right? So you come in with abilities. Everybody comes in with certain talents, okay? Some people can draw, some people can sing, some people can really inspire people, okay? Some people are the designers, the architects, the nurses, the doctors, the politicians. Who are you? What is your talent? What is your ability? You didn't learn that in this incarnation, okay? Like when I'm talking to people, I don't have a script when I'm making these videos. It's straight off the dome, baby, and I'm not freestyling, okay? How can I just make a video out of thin air? Because I've been doing this a long time from my past lives. I already remember I was in ancient Egypt saying, can I get a hello there? Woo! And breathing in that good ass prana, baby, right by the pyramids. Okay, so you got to be very mindful of your unusual ability and then start to really honor it. You see, why do we need to know who we were before this incarnation? We need to know because it gives us guidance to where we are right now, but also where we will go in the future. Like, I know this talent I have of inspiring millions of people, I didn't just learn this in this incarnation. I've been doing this because once again, whatever we do now echoes on into eternity. You take off from where you left off. Slow motion this side. Nerd stands for nobody ever really dies. That's the inside joke they're pulling on you. Nobody ever really dies, okay? We are energy in form, or spirits in form, constantly reincarnating. So, what is the second sign of your past life? Your name. What is your name? My name is Ralph Smart. That's not my name though. What is your name? Laura. Laura? Okay, that's the name your parents gave you, but what is your name? You see, producers kind of know about their past lives. That's why they have aliases, okay? The Neptunes, okay? I have an alias, Infinite Waters. We are made up of over 75% water. So everything is water, okay? So how did that name come to me? I was by the beach one day and I'm like, Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. But that actually reconnected me back to my past life because I knew I was in Lemuria. That's why I love Hawaii so much. That's why I live out here. I'm always in California, okay? Malibu, Laguna Beach. I love beautiful tropical places. Sierra Leone, best beaches in the world. Brazil, Ipanema Beach. London, Brighton. All over the place, right? Spain, Salamanca, Madrid, Barcelona. I'm always in very harmonious environments. But you can always find me near water. And what I love is that by me having this name Infinite Waters, which is not really about me, it's about the collective. And that's why this channel is growing so fast, because it's really touching people on a subconscious level. Okay, I realize I'm not Ralph Smart, I'm Infinite Waters, because from my past lives, I'm like, I was always by the beach practicing hydromancy, which is water divination. In ancient Greece and Egypt, they realized just by staring at water, you could actually heal yourself. What? Slow motion this side. And that, my friends, is called hydromancy. Yes, I was an expert hydromancer. Is that a word? Well, it is now, okay? I was just staring at water, okay? Hydromancy, okay? I realized I was infinite. There's a word in Greek called pleroma, and this is a totality of divine powers. I realized I had that, and that's why in this incarnation, it was to take that to the next level. The pleroma, a totality of divine powers. So your name will tell you. In Africa, all over Africa, okay? In ancient times, they had names that you couldn't even pronounce. They had names so long, you'll be like, oh, is that a tongue twister? Yeah, it is. Because they name people according to the elements of nature. You could be called Moon Woman, Sun Man, Rain Man, okay? Not just Tom or Becky or Ralph, right? Your names had huge significant meanings. Now, you know who you were in a past life if you name yourself. If you have a name right now that your parents didn't give you, but that really resonates with you, that is a secret link to who you were before this incarnation. Because the name you name yourself really shows you about who you are on a deeper level. The name you name yourself, not the name the cat down the road names you, right? What is the third sign of your past life? Baby. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. You have a strong connection to a geographical location, okay? You are connected to a certain culture. You've learned that language very quickly. It's easy. You're like, oh, I know this language from before. For me, it was Portuguese. I speak fluent Portuguese. But before I was learning Portuguese, I could already understand Portuguese. And I wasn't exposed to that language before. How did I know it? Because I was in that place, Brazil, in one incarnation before this incarnation. And I'm like, I know this, it's easy. And then I had an affinity for bossa nova music. Antonio Carlos Jobim, okay, fantastic Brazilian composer. So I'm like, hey, why do I love bossa nova so much? Then I actually went to Brazil. I was in Ipanema Beach, okay? And I'm like, this is home. Then I went to Salvador Bahia, and I'm like, I know this place. I know this culture. I know these people. I've been here before. Okay, so ask yourself right now, what kind of country do I have a strong affinity for? Many times we're like, actually, I was born in the wrong place. Ever wondered why deep divers, so many people are traveling all around the world? Because they're going back to where they used to be. In other words, they're going back home. Slow motion this side. Some people write to me saying, Ralph, I don't feel I was born in this country. I don't feel like my spirit belongs in this country. Even though I was born here, my spirit was really born somewhere else, okay? And that's why so many people are traveling, because they have a strong affinity to a certain geographical location, and that's really a good link to your past life. Chances are you were there before, and you're going back to pick up your car keys. What's the fourth sign of your past life, baby? People will remind you who you are, okay? Sometimes people say, peace God, peace goddess, okay? We are gods and goddesses. The power is you inside. You have supreme power because you can create your reality. Now, if people remind you of your greatness, that's a link to your past life. Like a lot of people say, Ralph, I know who you are because I remember you from my past life, right? We were in ancient Egypt together, doing some yoga by the pyramids, drinking a green juice, okay? So people will remind you who you are. Also through synchronicity, okay? That's how you know who you were in a past life. Sometimes you're meeting people and these faces look awfully familiar. You're like, hey, I know you from somewhere, a past life, right? So pay attention to the people you are meeting in this incarnation because they are a great link to who you were before this incarnation. What is the fifth sign of your past life? Those birds are tweeting. They've been here forever, baby. Eternity. 7-day vegan challenge. Shout out to everybody doing the 7-day vegan challenge, sending me delicious foods on Snapchat at GoodAssPrana. Banana smoothies with maca powder, chia seeds. It's all happening right now. You have a food affinity. Like my sister was gonna be a vegan, okay? But my mom was like, hey, you need to eat fish at least. Because when she was like 12, she didn't want to eat any animal products out of nowhere. Like how is that possible when a child's just like, hey, I don't want to eat meat, so young? So that's a link to her past life. She wasn't eating meat before this incarnation. You see, many of us, we have a certain food affinity. Like, I became a vegan over 13 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, this feels right. This is like kind of what I was doing in a past life. But I lost that because I got programmed in this matrix. But now I feel right at home. Okay, I haven't been to the doctor for years. I don't even know what a doctor's office looks like because, whoa, I'm breathing in that good ass prana, baby. But I'm realizing, just like the great Dr. Sebi, if you don't know who Dr. Sebi is, S-E-B-I, we have to be eating more alkaline foods because our body is electrical. We are carbon-based beings. We need vitamin D from the sun, but we need to be eating more plant-based foods because they have the live enzymes. When we are overheating foods at 114 degrees, the enzymes are becoming denatured, thus creating problems in our cardiovascular system, poor health. So I started to realize, actually, this is a link to who I was in my past life because it showed me discipline. Going vegan for me wasn't hard because I'm like, giving up meat and dairy, I've done this before. Okay? And that's a link to your past life. If you're still working on your diet, I'm still working on my diet. It's also a link to your past life because we're not finished. We are the work in progress. Go easy on them, Ralph. Slow motion this side. What is the sixth sign of your past life, baby? where your heart lies, okay? Where does your heart lie right now? What is your mission on planet Earth? Do you have a strong sense of who you are and what you're here to do? That's a link to your past life, because once again, you take off or you start off from where you left off. Whatever we do now echoes on into eternity. You can run, but you can't hide forever. So I started to realize, growing up, from even 9 years old, I was on a quest for truth and knowledge. Everybody at school was like, hey, Ralph, this, that, sports, this, that. And I'm like, thinking of the fifth dimension, thinking of like building a spaceship to go to Mars, right? I'm like, I'm out of this world, baby, right? I felt like an alien. Ever seen that meme? When you're down to earth, but you're still out of this world? Yeah, that's how I felt, okay? So I'm like, okay, my heart lies in inspiring people, helping people become their greatest version, because I'm no saint. I'm definitely not perfect. I'm still learning, but I've learned a lot from past lives, and that's why I want to share, and that's why I am sharing with millions of people. Okay, so wherever your heart lies right now, it could be in fashion, it could be in music, that's a link to what you were doing before this incarnation. What is the seventh sign of your past life? Baby. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Past karmic debts. Like I said, you can run, but you can't hide forever. Many times we are born with certain conditions because it goes back to a past life. And many ancients knew this. They realized there are no accidents or coincidences in this universe. Nothing is random. Everything is happening in divine order and for a reason. That's a link to your past life. Like, I would sometimes wonder and say, gosh, why am I going through all of this hardship? Okay, early on. And then I'm like, okay, because when I had graduated from university, I'm like, I don't want to just get a job, even though I got a job, but I'm like, I want to be free. Okay. And I'm like, okay, I get it. That's a link to my past life. But many karmic debts we have are unresolved issues. Like, I should have taken the leap of faith many years ago, but I was still staying in a job. So my past life karmic debt was to Ralph, follow your heart and be strong. And then I found my true strength because I realized the universe reveals its secrets to those who dare to follow their hearts. Slow motion this side. Naturally, I'm very calm. I'm a Pisces, okay? And I realized, being born on March 3rd, that's a 3-3, that's Christ consciousness. I realized that, okay, people love to tell me stuff like the messages I get, they will blow your mind. People tell me everything except what they ate for breakfast. They tell me that too, right? And it's because through incarnations, people have trusted me. And that's only because I have earned their trust. And that's why I'm helping out a lot of people. Many times, past karmic debts can manifest in the way where, let's just say you're a very angry person all the time. From your past life, it could be that you weren't really paying attention to your inner emotions. You have to learn how to master your inner emotions. Otherwise, your inner emotions will control you, right? So I've learned that everything we're going through right now, if we're in peace or if we're in discomfort, it goes back to our past life. Now, the beauty is the past, present, and the future, it's all one big now. They are all happening simultaneously. Watch my video on the fifth dimension. So that means you can still create a beautiful present and rectify the situation. But if you have a lot of unresolved issues, that's a link to who you were in a past life. Now, the beauty is you can choose who you want to become right now, and that's your power. What is the eighth baby sign of your past life? You feel way older than you actually are. Put your hand up if you feel like an old soul. You're like, when you were like 11 years old, you felt like 50. Put your hand up. I'm putting my hand up. So is the cat down the road, by the way. I felt like really old. In a good way. I felt like an old man. But I'm like, I'm only 12 right now. Because it was hard for me to kind of engage with other children. It was hard for me to engage with other children because my mind was way out there. Because I was woke from a very young age. And then I started to awaken even more. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay? So that's a link to your past life if you feel way older than you actually are. If you're feeling right now like, hey, I've actually been to planet Earth before because I'm wiser, way wiser than I actually look and feel. Parents are like, oh, you're just a child. And you're like, I'm wiser than you, Mom. I'm wiser than you, Dad. That's a link to who you were in your past life. What is the 9th sign of your past life? Deja vu. Tell me what you're gonna do. Shout out to Pete Rock when they reminisce over you. Had to throw that in there. Look, deja vu. Have you ever, deep divers, been to a place and felt like, gosh, I've been here before? Okay, it's what I call the glitch in the matrix. That's how to know who you were in a past life. Okay, when I was in Hawaii, what happened? Past life. When I was in London, what happened? Past life. I remember this place. When I'm in California, I'm sometimes in Santa Monica. I'm like, I've been here before. I know these. Okay, a lot of the times I stay in Malibu, I stay in Topanga when I'm in California, and I know this place. I've been here before. Deja vu. Ever walked into a room and get an eerie feeling like, wait a minute, I know this room. And your friends are looking at you like, no, you don't, we've just got here. And you're like, yes, I do. Manoa Falls, being here in Hawaii, Oahu, fantastic, beautiful waterfall. I'm like, seeing it come down, I'm like, I have been here before and you can't tell me anything. Probably one of the most beautiful waterfalls in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know this place. That's a link to who you were in a past life, because once again, it ties you to a certain geographical location. Now, what's the 10th sign of who you were in a past life? Strange dreams. Do you have reoccurring dreams of the same thing, of certain people, of being in a certain country, and you keep getting it? The dreams we have hold clues to who we were in a past life, because once again, your dreams are coming from your subconscious mind. Your dreams are coming from your DNA. Slow motion this side. So don't just think a dream is just a dream. No, if you keep having the same strange dream over and over again, get a dream journal, because that's a link to who you were in a past life. I used to dream of waking up with a bunch of grapes in my mouth every single day. And I'm like, yeah, that's who I was in a past life. I would just be on the beach eating a whole load of grapes, right? So strange reoccurring dreams will show you who you were in a past life. And then it will just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Yeah. Beautiful deep divers, have an amazing day. That bird says hi. We're just, woo, getting high, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day, baby. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Past lives are so cool. Like, who were you in a past life? I want to know. Did you know me? Did I know you? So interesting, isn't it?